Hey guys, it's Tasha with Pineapple and Fries again. Today I'm going to do some do-it-yourself soy wax candles. I did pour 6-ish. I gotta do the top them off a little. Candles earlier today, so you'll see those in this video. One of them's not too great. I over-poured on that one. I'm going to use that as a tester. But today I'm using Golden Wax 464 soy wax. It comes in flakes. You'll be seeing that. You can also buy soy wax 2-pound bags at Hobby Lobby. I believe it's $10 a bag, and you can get the 40% off coupon with their website. You can also get wicks there, and fragrance oil. So first off, I like to start, I have this scale here. So I bought this at Walmart for about $10. And I make sure it's zeroed out. And then I have this holds about 4 pounds of wax, but honestly, when it's flakes, you can only put about 2 pounds in if it's not melted yet. So I put this on my scale first to see how much this weighs. Alright, it's being a pain in the pooper. Alright, so turn on the scale. Ooh, poop, poop, poop. So you make sure it's 0, and then you put on the tin, and that is saying it is 8.1 ounces, and I want to do 2 pounds of wax, so that is 32 ounces, plus 8 is 40, so I want 40.1 ounce. So I'm just going to pour what's left in this bowl of the soy wax into my thing here. And then move it over a little so you can see it. This was a 20-pound bag. Oh, sorry about that. My phone rang, so my video stopped recording. So anyways, we're doing 40.1 ounces. And I'm at 35.3. So I'm gonna have to open my other bag of wax. I will be right back. So I just ordered this 10-pound bag of wax from Flaming Candle over the weekend. So I have this on hand. So I'm making candles as party favors. And I need to make 24-ish. I think I'm gonna end up at 23 after my tester though. And then I'm gonna make some wax melts. Alright, so so that is 40.1. Alright. I'm just gonna close this down. Alright, so I'm gonna flip over the screen. So once I get that, see, that's 2 pounds of soy wax, and with the flakes, it goes right to the top. Don't mind my kitchen, we're renovating. So what I do is I do kind of a double boiler. I put a top to a jar there so it's not right on the bottom, and I just put some water around it, and I'll put it on high. Thought I had it on already. And then pretty much when this is melting, you'll occasionally stir it, and as soon as it's done melting, you take it right off the boiler, and I usually just put it right on the counter here. So I'm doing the Alex method. So as soon as it's done, like I said, melting, you immediately take it off. You don't want it to get too high in temperature because it could ruin the integrity of the wax, and the fragrance oil won't bind to the wax that great. So here's the ones I did earlier. I over poured this one, so I'm just going to use that as a tester, sorry. Can't think. And then these ones, they are setting, and I might end up putting a little bit of extra wax on the top of them. I'm not sure, because I'm noticing these are ribbon wicks. I haven't used ribbon wicks before. I usually use a regular wick, but there is like a little smidge right there, and it's slightly bothering me. But this one I didn't fill up all the way, so I will add a little bit more into that one. Also, don't mind my table. My son likes to stain everything. Alright, so because I'm using 2 pounds of soy wax, I'm going to be also using 4 ounces of fragrance oil. So just pop this on here. This is saying this is 8 grams. That's not what I want. Why isn't it on ounces? Units. Pounds, ounces. Okay, back on ounces. Alright, so I used these cups of the same fragrance oil earlier, so I'm not too worried about it. So I need to do 4.2 ounces, because these cups themselves weigh 0.2 ounces. I got this fragrance oil from Aztec, and it is cinnamon sugared donuts. And I think it shorted me a little bit, which is kind of annoying because these are supposed to be 8-ounce bottles, but it's not coming out. Alright, so this one is done, and I still need 0.8. So I have a 1 pound bottle that I also bought. Let's shake that up. And then, don't mind my thing here either. I have child safety locks, clothespins, everything under the sun over here. Let me just get this. These I noticed have these red seals here, which are pretty cool. Alright. Ugh. Alright. I like these pouring tops. They seem to like work a lot better than what I'm used to using, because I usually just dump. Alright, there we go. 4.12. Alright, so that's all set. So these two I usually bring right over. Don't mind the black thing, and there's a spot just in the bottom of the cup. Nothing to worry about. So I usually set these right over here, so I have them ready when this is done. Alright, and I will be back when this is done. Hey again, guys. So as you can see, it's boiling, doing the double boiler method, and I have it on high. And this has been about 10-15 minutes. Ooh, steamed up my camera. Anyways, there's a little bit of wax in the bottom still, but I'm pretty confident that's gonna melt. So I'm gonna pull it off, since I don't want it in there any longer than it needs to be, and set it on the counter. I'm gonna pull this over, shut this off. Just gonna stir this a little bit. Yeah, I'm pretty confident the rest of that's gonna melt pretty quickly. It's going pretty quick. Alright, so then I have this digital thermometer, and just turn it on and place on the side, see where we're at. Alright, so the method I'm using, the Alex method, you put the fragrance oil in when it's about 1/4 140. So I need it to cool down about 22 degrees. And like I said, the rest of this will melt. So I'm gonna wait till it hits about 140, and then I will add in the fragrance oil. And like I said, I do 2 ounces per pound for the 464. So I'll be putting in 4 ounces of fragrance oil. All right, I'll be right back. All right, so it's at 131 because I got a little sidetracked. But I'm just gonna add in the fragrance oil. Do it pretty slow. You don't want to get bubbles in there. When you get bubbles, you get tunneling. Alright. So then after you add the fragrance oil, you stir for about 2 minutes. Just do a nice back and forth. Don't go too fast because you don't want to introduce too much air into it. This helps bind the fragrance oil to the wax. Alright, so I'm going to do this for 2 minutes, and then after that, I wait until it gets to be around 100 degrees, and then I pour into my tins. So I will be back when we're around 100. So here it is. It was at 104 degrees. I forgot to film some of the pouring, so I'm going to do that now. And then I have a little bit of extra left, so I'm just going to dump it into one of these so I don't waste it. I don't remember if I mentioned, but these are ribbon wicks. I've never used ribbon wicks, so this is a new thing. Ooh, so dark. Anyway, so these end up setting up after a few hours, and you want them to cure the soy for people are saying like 2 weeks before you get a good heat throw. The cold throw should be good after a few days though. So not all of them have stuff in them yet, but slowly getting there. Alright guys, so that was my do-it-yourself making wax candles video. If you have any questions or comments, comment below. Or if you're watching this on my website, you can comment on the website. I believe there should be a comment section below as well. And if not, you can find me at pineapple&fries@gmail.com. Alright, bye guys. I hope you enjoyed.